Taurus, welcome to Ether Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning, and if you're new here, we're doing a general collective reading today, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Flip and switch the roles if you need to. Don't try and make anything fit if it's not your story, just leave it. Okay, so your first cut out, we've got the quill, get back to basics. I'm pretty sure you've had this one recently too. Like something you need to just kind of unravel. It's like you're overcomplicating something is the message. Maybe like working yourself up to like, you know, yeah, you're making something more complex than it needs to be. Just baby steps, like keep it simple. Keep something really simple. It's like something you're trying to do. I feel like in your mind, like you're overcomplicating something in your mind. You're letting your thoughts get away with you. Just like back to basics. Fine. Seek out information that will help you. You have definitely had this one in your past reading. Like this, it's like you've overcomplicated something, or you're thinking the worst, or you're like all these things you don't know, and you're like letting yourself kind of worry about them, freak out about them. Just figure out what you need to know, and I think it'll and keep it simple. Like there could be like a little problem or a little hurdle to get over, and instead of going, okay, I just need to like figure this part out, it's like something you're figuring out along the way. You don't need to know everything to get started, or you don't need to be like already masterful at something to make progress in a certain area. You come up against a new brick wall or a bit of a hurdle, or something that seems like a brick wall, like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. It's like, okay, this is the new thing to figure out. Go and talk to somebody who's already overcome that challenge in that area, or read a book, or take a course, or, just knowledge is power here. And it's just something for you to learn. It's not, okay, I can't do this now. It's not a roadblock. It is just something new for you to learn and overcome. We've got hard work ahead with the table. So this could be to do with like something with your work. It's something you're trying to do, and it's something you're trying to figure out. Just like kind of like take away all the fluff, take away all the anxiety. I feel like somebody's got like some anxiety around trying to, and maybe you're giving yourself some like really tight time frames, or maybe you feel like there's a deadline, or you need to be your goal may be to have something completed within the week or the month or whatever it is this year. And so even if it's like studying and you've got certain deadlines to have a subject done by, but maybe just remember that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So sometimes when we slow down and get a bit more methodical, and we try to do something that we haven't yet mastered yet, or we don't have all the information for yet, and we think, oh, I'm not going to have time to sit there and study for an hour a day or learn this new thing. But actually, if you slow down and go and do that learning, everything's going to go faster, because you're going to get those answers you need to be able to adapt and move at a faster pace. So I feel like there's a bit of time frame pressure that you're putting on yourself here, or maybe somebody else you feel is putting that on you. Like you've got to be a certain place, or you've got to achieve a certain amount by a certain time frame. I feel like the more you slow it down and take, maybe just like adapt into, if try and read for 15 minutes a day or something on this subject, and just slowly, like you read for 15 minutes a day, over the course of a year, you've spent hours, you've spent weeks of your time learning something new. You know what they say about, you know, if you like just improve 1% per day on something, and whatever that area is, that adds up to like 365% by the end of the year. Like sometimes some small but consistent habits of improving and learning or adapting, or, you know, watch something new, like tweaking it, getting a little bit more refined and real and better. It's going to pay off. We've got this solid foundation, success with effort with the Tower. So hard work doesn't always look like it's just how, you know, it's not always like physically hard. It's not always like how many hours you put into something. Maybe there's something you can learn that can significantly reduce the amount of time it takes to achieve the same amount of the same outcome. So success with effort, I feel like this learning, this foundation is like taking the time to make sure it's like built really strong, that you have a very good understanding for what you're doing. Take a lot more time in the beginning with something to build that solid foundation. Then the next story, the second story, the third story, the fourth story comes so much simpler, and it's so much easier to keep building up when you get that foundation right. And we've got the box. You will receive a gift. So this could be a physical gift that you're receiving from somebody, something precious, like something you could really cherish and use. I feel like it's something that's going to help you on this journey with this goal. Could be like you're trying to learn something or master something, and somebody gives you a book that is just like, it may not have like a significant monetary value, but for you it's precious for what you're trying to achieve. So it could be the gift of knowledge. It could be that you've got a gift that's awakening in you, or somebody helps you to realize a gift that you already have. Somebody reminds you of how amazing you are with whatever this, you know, like your strengths, and getting like really, you know, reawakened and realigned with that, where you go, you know what, you're right, yeah, I am a great mom, I am a great dad, or I am, you know, I do these things. I forget that, you know, what makes me so special, and why the things that I've known, learned and experienced in life are what's how I can channel that into what I'm trying to do here. So really nice. And you may also want to like give yourself a gift, or give yourself a reward for, you know, like enjoying the journey, like, you know, every step along the way. Like, it's not once you've, you know, completely achieved what you're setting out to. Say you're doing a course of learning, and maybe you reward yourself at the end of each subject that you've completed. Even like at the end of each chapter, like find a way to reward yourself at the end of each chapter of a book that you've completed that. If that is something that you find hard to, like, you start a book and you never end up finishing it, but you find some sort of way of rewarding yourself as you make that progress, to just like, you know, celebrating your wins along the way, and not waiting till something's completely done before you let yourself have a pat on the back. At the bottom of the deck, we've got romances in the air with the rose, and we've got the rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So with this romance, you could already be in a relationship and something like re-sparks in it. Or like, you know, you get the spark back. Or if you're not in a relationship, I feel like there's some romance coming in. And this but just for those of you that are already in a relationship, I feel like maybe you've been going through some challenges and you're coming out the other side of that. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So something could have been like kind of, you know, crimping down maybe a little bit on your love life because of circumstances, because somebody's been going through some things. There could have been some distractions, just some things in the way. I don't know. But that's turning around, so that's good. So let's see. Okay, getting back to basics, we've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So when you like declutter your mind, you're gonna not feel so trapped anymore. Like when you just go, okay, what is it that we know? Sometimes we're trying to race forward at some exponential pace, and everything, you know, it's like learning too many new things all at the same time, and you might just get to this point where you just kind of like get stuck, but you're stuck in your mind. So getting back to basics is going to unstuck you. That's not even the way to say it. You're gonna, I can't think of another word though, you're gonna unstuck yourself. So whatever this, it's like maybe somebody's high anxiety, you know, putting too much pressure on yourself. It's like, chill out, you know, unravel a little. Maybe also this is about like creating an environment that for yourself to operate within, that's, or even a routine that takes away all the like, it's like you're feeling frazzled and you just need to kind of like, with all the things you've got to do, you're feeling a bit frazzled. Maybe there's a new system or something you can put in place, or you can maybe there's like a routine or there's something that worked for you before, and maybe it's like getting back to like how you did it before that worked, and then look at ways to tweak it and expand it. Find those golden moments of time where you can go, you know what, when I'm in that waiting room and I've got that 10-15 minutes, maybe when I'm in my car and I'm waiting to pick the kids up from school, or whatever it is for you, you're like, you know, that can be that 10 minutes a day that I do that chapter of that book. You know, finding little ways where you can go, with all the craziness and lack of time that you have, you might go, you know what, I'm going to turn my driving time into learning time, and I'm going to listen to an audio book as I drive, or something like that, where you can find a way to fit some things in without, you know, creating more chaos or more busyness for yourself. And you might also find that it actually unwinds you. It's not like trying to cram something new in. You may see, you might be like, okay, if I add 10 minutes of meditation into my day, I don't know where I'm going to find 10 minutes from, but when I do that, I think so much more clearly, and everything flows so much more seamlessly throughout my day, that 10 minutes effectively ends up giving me like an hour back, because I get so in the zone and I can tune in, and I can, you know, operate when I slow down and do it smoothly. I don't have the same, I don't know, something about like the interruptions, or, you know, just calming the mind down, and it's going to unstuck you from this, because you've got a dream. We've got this three of wands here. Like you've got a plan, and you've got a dream, and you are heading in that direction. You've got a lot of passion for it. So, you know, sometimes when it's like we put a lot of emphasis and maybe a lot of pressure on ourselves, because, you know, you think, this has to work, I have to make this happen, because I don't know what my life will look like if I don't achieve what I'm setting out to achieve. But that pressure can also bring in like uncertainties and fears and worries, and like you've got to get so much done in a certain time. You know, everything's just, your ships are coming in here. And the more you get back to basics and you just focus on what's most important, the better it all is. So what's the Three of Wands to the Eight of Swords in this? Okay, so it feels like you're juggling quite a few things. And, you know, I just keep getting this whole time pressure thing. Maybe with all the things that you're juggling, like you might be trying to work and look after kids and learn something new, and you may just be feeling like constantly interrupted, and finding sort of like a space in the day where you can be uninterrupted, you can be just focused on you. There may be like I was saying, like a system or a routine or something you can get into, and maybe you need to get some other people or, you know, family into a new routine so that you've got that time you can take out, and they know that that's when you're over there at that time of day. It's like, don't mess with mum, or don't mess with dad, or whatever it is. Like, that's their quiet time, that's their space, and everything has to wait when they're in that part of the house, or when it's this time of the day. It's like, yeah, you're juggling a lot, and that could also feel like, you know, you could also be juggling some finances here, and that may be what's frazzling you a little bit. Like you're, you may be like so needing to make ends meet with something that you just, it's creating chaos, but you know, there's a way to do it. So seek out information that will help you. Ooh, we got the Lovers. And we've got the Two of Cups in reverse. So this could be something going on in your existing relationship, somebody that you love, and you know, there may be some things you want to turn around that aren't quite working out. You may be like feeling a bit disconnected right now from somebody that you love, or maybe this is somebody you have a crush on. If you're single, somebody that you're trying to get to know. You may be like trying to go too fast with it, or somebody's trying to move things along. You could be already in a relationship and you're moving in different directions or different paces, seeing things from different points of view. It may be just like trying to get some understanding here, dealing with different things. Maybe you've got different roles in the family, like one person's working, one person's looking after kids, or you may just need to really define your roles too. And there could be a need to, like, where it comes to time, there may be like needing to find a time where when the kids are in bed, or at 9 o'clock and whatever time of night, it's like, now it's your time, and you're not on your devices, and nobody's working, or you know, there may be a need for some quality time where it's just time for you two. There also could be something sexual here. Maybe one person's got like a different Ace of Wands in reverse. There could be like an issue with somebody's wand not working. There could be like a hormonal problem or a physical problem that's going on. You could be taking it personally if it's with the other person, or if you're the one that's got some sort of you know, lack of desire. You may be taking that personally and like, you know, being real down on yourself about it. You could be feeling like the person that you're with, that you love, doesn't have a desire to be with you. Taking it on in that respect. And maybe when you seek out some information, when you figure this out, you'll be like, okay, no, it's not what I thought it was. Or yeah, it's like they're dealing with some sort of health issue or hormonal issue, or, you know, maybe they can't get their dick hard. And, you know, that's a pretty personal thing for them. Like, they could be feeling quite embarrassed, and you could be taking it personally that they just can't get it hard for you. So, you know, take it how it resonates, but I think you're going to find a solution to this problem, and I think that you're going to find some information that's going to give you the understanding that it's not what you initially think it is. You know, like, could be something that's making you quite emotional. Like, you know, make anybody emotional. The person they love, they feel like doesn't want to be with them. So yeah, there could be some sort of sexual thing that's showing up in your relationship that's, you know, creating an imbalance there. Or maybe you'll kind of just flip and reverse it, right? But maybe there's a person here that they just don't have as much desire as you for something. Like, they're not placing as much importance on, you know, the sexual side as you are, and maybe you feel like you love them more than they love you, or flip and reverse it. There's an imbalance. And this could be as simple as having a conversation with them, like a very honest, vulnerable, authentic conversation. Yeah, in a way too, where it's not reactive, it's not emotional, it's like coming from a caring, loving place, like where they can express to you and you can express to them vulnerably and without judgment. Maybe it's been like a topic that you've, you know, stayed away from, and they've stayed away from, and it's like the elephant in the room now. So yeah, what's this hard work ahead? Two of Wands. Okay, so it's like you're in the planning stage. We got a Knight of Pentacles in reverse and a Knight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. And this is like somebody, yeah, like this hard work ahead, like I was saying before, this whole rushing thing. This Knight of Swords likes to rush. He just wants to do something really fast, and you could be, but you need to be, like, somebody needs to make some fast money. But we need to talk about, like, building these solid foundations. What comes fast leaves fast. Like, you know, it may be that you're feeling like you're constantly just pushing to make ends meet, like, for each week or each month. Or you're wanting to achieve something quickly, but you may need to stop and slow down here. Not stop, but slow down, get back to basics again. Do something more methodically, build that solid foundation so that you can get out of this having to rush feeling, get out of this scarcity mode. Like you've got to do it in a certain period of time, or you've got to work so hard, like, rather than smart. It's like, do something a bit more smart. So what's this? Two of Wands. And I think if you get back into this Two of Wands, like, get back into the planning phase. Like, this is like, you've got the passion and the desire. Now you need to make a sure plan. And instead of just jumping into something without a plan, and then it could go in any direction, and you're kind of just flapping in the wind there. We've got a Three of Swords in reverse, and we've got this Empress at the bottom of the deck with the Moon. Ooh, and Ace of Cups here. So you're healing from something that hurt you in the past, and this could even be with your relationship. There could be some hard work ahead in your relationship. And it could be like, you know, because there's some things from the past you're still healing from. And it's like you want to bring some new love into the situation, even if it's with work or personal. You know, apply it where it is, you know, for you in your life, because everybody's dealing with different things. But you're in this creative, you know, fruitful, abundant mode with the Empress. Like, you may be wanting to get things more creative. This could be in your love life. You might want to mix it up a bit and get a bit more in that creative zone. But with the Moon, you may be feeling a little bit in the dark about it. Like, what can I do? I don't want to, like, do the wrong thing, or what are they going to like? Or you could also just be like, you're trying to create something new for yourself, something you have a little love for. And this could be birthing a new business, a new financial opportunity. It could be any of those things you're wanting to bring into the world. So you're in this creative, abundant energy but there's something you need to keep like learning. It keeps bringing out the learning. There's a lot you don't know. It could be used a lot you don't know about a particular person, somebody that you love. And we don't want to bring past hurts and past, you know, heartbreaks into this current situation. We don't want to, you know, do this whole, what didn't work before for me in some area, so I'm not going to do that again. How about do it again in a different way? Learn from it and don't miss new opportunities to improve and grow. You may have even just reached a point in your relationship where you feel like it's stagnant, and how is this ever going to be any better than it is now? Like, it's just been so consistently the same for so long. You may not feel like there's any changes happening in the person you're with, or something could just be like, you know, until these kids grow up and like leave home, we're never going to get the chance to make much difference in how we do things with our time and our money. Like, we're not going to have that time together, or whatever it is for you. That's not necessarily the case. I feel like you can be adapting, you can be figuring it out together. You can find a new way of communicating or reconnecting. You know, like, I feel like for something here, it's up to you to take the lead on it. Like, you want it, and you're aware of it, and it's something, you know, that they may not be on the same, you may not be on the same wavelength with it right now. The Temperance in reverse, it's showing like something's out of balance. You know, in the upright, like the Temperance is an alchemist. It's like taking one thing and turning it into something else. So the message here is like, take your lessons and what you've learned. You may have just been like, I'm not going to try that again. Maybe there's something you've already tried with a particular person, or even with yourself in your life, and it didn't work last time, and maybe it like really was disappointing to the point of heartbreak, or it quite hurt you, and you thought, I'm never going to bring that up with them again because it didn't go well. I feel like it's saying here, like, you can take it from a different angle, and you can maybe even present a conversation with somebody and say, look, I know we tried this once before and you didn't like, you know, it wasn't a good time to talk about it, or maybe the way I brought it up just didn't go down well with you, but I feel like this conversation still needs to be had, and I don't know how we can, you know, tackle the problem, but there could just be a new way to go about it. Because look here, Magician, very masterful, and the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. It's like something you're not talking about, something you haven't said, but you want to manifest this change. And this Wheel of Fortune, this wheel is always spinning, and you want to grab hold of it when it's in the upright like this. It could be to do with money as well, or money's like a bit of a, I don't know, like, it's not just money, it's like your fortunes are in all things, right? Like your emotional, your family, your, you know, this is like all areas of your life, like the balance. You want this balance back. You want to feel like you've got a bit of it all for you, which is going to be different for each person, what it is to feel whole and complete and balanced and have a happy life. Your idea of a happy life and somebody else's idea of a happy life, totally different. But here, like, you are really, really good at something here. It's something you are, I feel like you're not experiencing a side of yourself that you haven't expressed for a while. Like, you want to master this again in a different situation, or take what you know and put this hard work in, but it needs to come with a plan. And perhaps you've been, you know, jumping into something without the solid plan, and that didn't work. So back to the plan, back to like, okay, maybe replanning to pull this around. But yeah, with the Magician here, like, you've is something you want to master. You haven't given up yet. So, I mean, you haven't given up. I don't want to put yet on the end. You don't ever have to give up. It's like something you want to pick up and go with it again, you know. So let's see. Solid foundation, success built with effort. Hermit, the Hermit. Okay, so you are really masterful. You have a lot of experience. You're very wise about a certain area of life, or just about life in general. Everything that you have learnt throughout your entire life, all your experiences, all your knowledge, everything up until this point. Now, you may feel like withdrawing from people, getting just like some solitude, getting some peace and quiet. The Hermit climbs to the top of the mountain where there is the best views, but it's like now you've got to take what you know, like all your wisdom and all your experiences, and it's time to come down from the mountain and share this with other people. And don't be stingy with what you know. Pass it on. Pass on that knowledge. This could be passing it on to kids. Don't keep it all to yourself, all these lessons. You have a lot of wisdom to share from what you've been through. So, you know, but this is a great starting point too with this this success. Like you may want to do something on your own. You may not want to include other people. You may be like, I want to create this solid foundation, this independence, but you don't want to like maybe bring other people into that. You want just to, you know, run things on your own. Maybe you want to work from home, or run your own business, be an entrepreneur. Maybe you want to stop going into the office and do your exact same job from your computer at home and organize something like that. You just, you know, in a different environment. Maybe you need to create a quiet, peaceful, solitary environment for what you want to build. Maybe that's what's needed for you. It could be a bit chaotic around you with all your juggling here, and you need to create the right space for yourself. And I feel like the message is like you need to get out into the world a bit more. Maybe you may not like being around people a lot. Like you might just be like I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say then. Alright, you might just like your own time. Okay, so clarify the Hermit. The High Priestess. Wow. This is unlimited potential. But it's also like you're creating it in your mind, which is good. Like you're manifesting it in your mind first. Like it has to start with the thought and the dream. But you also need to now come back down, write down that plan, and put it into reality. It needs to come from your mind, and you could also be feeling really guided, very intuitive right now, which is awesome to get that alone time to be able to get in that space. And the Hierophant. This is the High Priest, the High Priestess. This is like soulmate, twin flame. For those of you on a twin flame journey, this is if this is all about your relationship, I feel like you are with your person, or you're about to be with your person. This is also like you may, whether you're single or in a relationship, it's like your relationship has this solid foundation as long as you take enough time for it yourselves apart. So there could be like some codependency, or just like you just maybe you, I mean, the twin flame journey is often a case where you spend you meet and then you have your time of separation where you both go and like develop yourselves separately on your own, and then when you come back together you're ready for each other. But I feel like too, this is like you're in a really spiritual place here, and this is a great solid foundation for you to be in, like where you are letting yourself be guided towards what your purpose is in life. This is about like not just going and doing any kind of job that's meaningless to you, or it doesn't add meaning, you know, it's just to, you know, the only meaning for it is to make money to, you know, pay the bills and feed the family. But this is something that has like real significance. You're wanting to build a life here with a career or a life with your person that has true like meaning and significance, something that you can be like a legacy. Yeah, and we got a 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Like you want to build this happy, this is like the dream of, you know, finding your person, having your person, like working hard to have this stable, happy family. This could be the dream of, you know, owning your own home if you don't already own your own home, or just having a nice home to live in, something you're prepared to fight for. You want, like for you, this is being on top. This is success. This is what success looks like for you, is having like this really divinely connected, super loving relationship with your person, like literally your other half. Having this happy family, happy home, marriage, kids, all of it. And that to you is winning. That to you is like the bee's knees. That is like all you desire is a really solid, happy relationship and home environment. So maybe it's not much of a matter for you like what you really do with your career, so long as you've got this foundation, this happy foundational home environment, this love. That's what matters to you. So yeah, the Hierophant can also talk about like teaching. So something that you could be a teacher or learning, or you could also be one of these initiates that are being taught, like on your journey. You could be at the beginning of like, this could be like an apprenticeship or some sort of course that you're doing. You could be at any phase of this journey, but like learning really came out a lot in the energy, like this seeking out information that will help you, all of that. It's like you could be in separation, you could have been in separation with your twin and trying to like unravel the why aren't we together thing, why, you know, like somebody that you've had this strong, intensely strong pull towards, and you just like it, just like nothing else you've ever had before with anybody ever, and trying to figure out why you're not together or you haven't been together like that. So it could be like learning about the twin flame journey or your soulmate connection. You normally will meet each other when you're at completely different times in your lives. Like it doesn't, but here you're together. Here you've got this solid foundation. This is pushing into your future position. So this could have been something you met them back here, but you're not going to be together until you've had this solitude. You've had this time separately on your own, both of you. Now you can come back together. So what's the gift you will receive? Ooh, the Empress. You could be pregnant. You could, like, the gift could be a baby. Some of you will or won't want this. But you know, the Empress can mean like a lot of things. The Empress can mean, you know, like this creative flow. This could be birthing a new business, a new job, a new career, something into the world. But we've got the Six of Pentacles that fell out, so I feel like somebody will be giving you something of monetary value, or it could be just, you know, some financial support here. And this is going to help balance the scales out. So somebody could be investing in you, investing in something that you're doing, that you're bringing into the world. Or yeah, this could be somebody financially supporting you while you're pregnant, having a new baby. And this is the gift of life. Yeah, this is new love coming in, your cup overflowing. This cup of Ace of Cups has come out a couple of times, and I keep seeing this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this twin flame soulmate connection could be with an earth sign, or you're this earth sign. But it's like, see, he's in the reverse, so there's something he's still figuring out, that maybe he's still figuring out his financial place in life, his stability there. There's something he's still learning and growing to achieve before you can come back together, or before, you know, that solid foundation can be built. But there's definitely love coming in. And yeah, and this financial support, this could be new financial support. Yeah. So whatever it is, it's going to make you seriously happy. Nine of Cups. Super satisfied. Now you're just missing the one cup, but we saw that Ace of Cups. That is the one last cup. So there's one last cup. It's coming in anyway, and it could just be that person, like waiting for them to figure out their stuff, waiting for them to finish doing their growth, whatever they're going through right now, whether they're already with you or this is somebody you're meeting. They're still figuring something out for themselves, or this is you. You know, like there's something that needs to be, you know, some growth that has to happen in them, some barrier that's being broken through. And until that's done, you know, this union can't like get off on the next level. So yes, look, star energy and the Fool. So there's a new opportunity coming in here. This is a wish come true, dream come true. What's about to happen here with this gift that's coming in. So if you're of childbearing age, this is highly likely a pregnancy. And if you're a masculine, or you know this could be your feminine that's pregnant, or yeah, something new you're bringing into the world. It's going to make you confident, and that your dreams, your wishes coming true, and you're snapping up this opportunity. So, woo. Feel like I was talking really fast. Taurus, this is an amazing reading. I am just like psyched for you. Like what you're doing is amazing. There's just a need to slow down and be more methodical about it. Mainly I'm getting that, and just learning, slow down and learn something along the way, something to seek out. So because this reading's already 45 minutes, I won't pull an oracle card. I just keep it there because it's a bit over time. So this is your reading today. I hope you like the reading, and the messages are helpful for you. If you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the subscribes, confirmations, anything like that you send me. It's appreciated. And your next reading will be on the 16th. I think that's Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Keep your notification bell on, and we'll talk again soon. Take care and bye for now.